What's up, guys? This is Blank Boy, and you suck at Vultology. This is the only show on the internet where you get to hone your skills of vultological prowess. Every episode, we take a look at 4 public figures, and you guys get to decide, or not decide, you guys get to try to figure out, using nothing but Vultology, what their types are. Every week we have 3 English-speaking public figures and 1 foreign one. And you guys get to go through them and leave your responses in the comment section below. If anyone wants to just skip to next week's public figures, you can go ahead and click on the timestamp listed in the video description. Otherwise, let's go ahead and start talking about how well everyone did last week. Like I said, you guys suck at Vultology. The average score was 51.5%, or about 51.6. The award for least suck goes to Carol, who got 11 out of a possible 16 points. Jay, why don't you tell us what Carol won?
A string quartet of theoretical strings to play at your wedding.
All right. And the award for most suck goes to Stump. Granted, Stump only went for function axes and did get a possible score out of a total 16 even. So highest possible score doing that is 8 out of 16. Stump got 5. Got a 5 out of a possible 8, but I'm scoring out of 16. Jay, why don't you tell us what Stump got?
A jar of twice pickled used car brine.
All right. Yeah, I'm not counting Endless Curtis's in here because he just tried for 1 person, and got it 3/4 of the way, right? So got 3 points for that. We got One Love coming in second to last with 8 points out of a possible 16. Drowning Blonde getting just above that with 9 points. All right, cool. And yeah, I think I already said that Stump got 5 and Carol got 11. All right. So let's see what you guys did so wrong. Let's go ahead and head over to the GIFs. Here we are at the GIFs. I am going to actually move Hamilton last because I think everyone everyone had trouble with him. He does have some really weird perception. Let's do Bobby first. All right. So people did reasonably good with Bobby. People did okay. I think a lot of people saw that he was a J lead. Which I'm just going to come out and say, yes, you were right. Through the GIFs, we see, well, okay, these first 2 are just like obviously rigid. Here we see this rigidity coming to a point in space. Let's see. Here we've got more rigidity, this hit, this coming back to that point. Here's some fluidity, and boom, rigid hands. There's a lot of this sort of thing. There it is, rigid, coming out and stopping at a point in space. These hit and hit, hit and hit. So a lot of rigidity with Bobby, and I think people were mostly picking up on that. I thought you guys did pretty good. What seemed to mess with a lot of people was his perception axis, and even some people getting his judgment axis wrong. So yeah, I guess these first two GIFs are just about his being a JI lead. So not everyone saw that the J lead was JI. Here we've got some folding, though the act of folding is not pictured. He's already folded, but all right, cool. He's got this nice, excuse me, nice JI posture. Down here, we're seeing him really locking in what is almost like a caricature of JI. I mean, this is about as JI as it gets. Like, he was in the middle of a gesticulation and he just paused himself. He just paused himself. He could go no further. There is a little bit of toggling. Here, let's just take a look at his perception axis. What perception axis does this look like to you? So let's look at where the toggles go. Here, here, back here. Here, little over there. Here, back here. It's all along the horizontal plane. It's all along the horizontal plane. During this moment, his body is pretty locked up. So his head's not coming with it. But all right, a lot of toggling on the horizontal plane. Let's keep going. Here, we've got some casual gesticulation, right? He's just going to the side, he's coming up, you know, it's whatever, it's casual, it's off to the side. It's not really directed at the person he's talking to. It's not really forward facing, but it is rigid. You know, it's a little up, and then it hits, and then it hits, and then it comes down, you know, it folds back in. Here, we've got some folding. And right here, he does halt. Let's watch this. Halt, halt. During all this, there is some toggling. Where's the toggling going? One more time. Here, 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 here. One more time. Here, 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 here. Right? It's really just rotating between 2 points. Some point over here, some point over here. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Right? This is what we mean by pointed toggling. This is what we mean. It has these favorite spots. It's like his eyes are remembering these spots. Of course, obviously, it's not that his eyes are remembering anything. It's probably that there's a point of interest here and a point of interest here. Of course, we can't see those in this GIF. But all right, the eyes keep going back to their favorite locations. All right, cool. Here we've got an image of his lovely boyish giddy giggle. You can't hear his laugh, but I mean, this is FI. This is FI. Watch the way that the smile. So we just saw what his mouth looks like. Okay, here's a little covered up on the mic. Maybe here we can see it better. We see what his mouth looks like when it's not laughing. What direction does it go in? What direction does it go in when he lights up? Just to compare these two. It's going up, right? It doesn't really get pulled toward the ears. There's not zygomatic pulling here. Where does it go? It goes up. It also goes down, actually. Right there, he really accentuates the down, but mostly it's pulling up. And we're actually also seeing, we're seeing some asymmetrical nasolabial tension here. There's tension right here between the cheek and the nose, tension right here between the cheek and the nose. And it looks like this crease is significantly deeper. We've got some asymmetric tension here, right? That crease, this crease forms. The mouth just, the smile, excuse me, the smile erupts across the face. In a moment, it just erupts across the face and causes this tension, nasolabial tension. All right, cool. And yeah, his shoulders are getting into it too. You know, this is a big laugh. He's having a good time. Yeah. All right. What do we have here? We have a little bit of JE forwardness, but you're noticing it's not really that forward. Look, it doesn't even leave, like, his hands are basically still touching his stomach. They're basically touching the torso. So even in his JE, at least the one I pictured here, we'll see some more down there. Even in his JE, it's just sort of retained around his body. We're also getting some asymmetrical nasolabial tension. Again, it's on the right, our right, his left, but I'm just going to say the right. It's on the right where it's looking like we've got, a deeper crease here, more musculature being used on the right than on the left, right? We've got some asymmetrical nasolabial tension. All right, cool. Cool. So this is looking pretty FITE. And I know it's not pictured here, but if you guys listen to him talk, he really does have that constant velocity once he gets going. Little nasally. All right. No offense, Bobby. All right. What are we looking at here? Here, this is fluid. And I know with Bobby, it's actually really hard because I'm sure you guys found plenty of videos where he's doing a character. He's like always doing a character, even if the character is just like a more exaggerated version of himself. It is so hard to tell when he's, pumping up his exaggerated character and when he's just being himself. But you get him being himself a lot with his brother, with his girlfriend, and here we have some swaying. There is definitely a bit of PE to Bobby. He sways though. There is this JE knot here. There is this swaying off to the side here, while he's still folded. Right, we don't see him actually fold, but this is certainly while he's got some of this folding. And even while he's swaying, his arm is just sitting here. What you'll note if you watch a lot of Bobby is he's got a lot of the grounding effect going on, of his limbs just wanting to sit there heavily. A lot of grounding effect. This is an SCNI signal here. I know this is not the best illustration of it, but whatever. This one was just supposed to demonstrate the nod and the sway. Here we've got some more gesticulation. And to be sure, Bobby gesticulates plenty. Here, his gesticulation is going out. It's going off to the sides. It's not very forward. It's just kind of off to the sides, but it is, it's leaving the torso region. It really is going out. And it is rigid. It keeps hitting, hit. It hits these points in space. Here, let's just look at both of these together. Hit. Oh, sorry, it's when it folds in. Bam. So he's got some PE in here. And we see it also with the perk up right there. Perk up. We see it also with some of this toggling, right? Check this out. Check out how horizontal this is, right? His eyes come over here, go over there. Come over here, go over there. Bam, bam, boom. Oh, sorry, boom I was a little early on that. But right here we see he really is rigid, and I think you guys are doing a pretty good job of picking that up. But all right, he's got horizontal toggling. He's got the grounding effect. Even in this sway, grounding, right, with this JE hit. He doesn't really do a lot of this. A lot of like what's the other one called? The balloon effect. You don't catch him sort of swaying casually in the balloon effect. So all right, he's FITE, he's SENI, he is a gamma, and to be sure, he is a JI lead. So all right, cool. We've got Bobby, the JI lead gamma. All right, cool. Let's continue on. Here we've got little Nas X as our next person of interest. This was easy mode. This was our easiest sample, and actually you guys did the best with him as well. So definitely was the easiest one of these. No one got him right. No one got him right. Endless Curtis got him right, and then kept changing his type until he got wronger and wronger. Yeah, so let's just see. I got a lot of everyone saw that he was a PE lead. That was pretty clear. I think you guys did a really good job on that. Cool. Obvious PE lead. Awesome. No confusion there. A lot of people got his judgment axis mixed up. And to be sure, let me just pull this up. I feel like I can't help but feel like this is what you guys did. I feel like this is what you guys did. You just opened up an image of him. You opened up an image of him and you said, "Oh my God, look at how fat his little cheeks are. Look at how fat his little cheeks are. I think that's FI. I think that's FI." No, don't do this. This is Bush League. This is Bush League, man. We're not doing this. We're not looking at still pictures of him and trying to figure out shit. This is not, no. Get that shit out of here. I don't want to do any stills. We are looking at how he moves, okay? We're looking at how he moves. And how does he move? Here in this first one, we've got this smile that rises up. See that rising? See it's a little slow. It's a little slower. And it builds and it goes out toward the ears, right? Compare it to right here, right? Where did the mouth go? Where did the mouth go during this smile? It went out. It went out towards the ears. This is a zygomatic smile. And we see as he halts himself, the emotional neutralization. He neutralizes the smile. Smile, easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. There it is. There it is. All right, let's see what else. Here, we've got an interesting one. You've got this brow raise paired with a perk up, and another brow raise paired with a perk up. Let's just look at the qualia of these perk ups. Right, what are we seeing? This is a perk up still with a rather grounded body, right? There is some forward gesticulation right at the end there. Some forward gesticulation there. Nothing major, but all right. There's some JE in there. And sure with these brow raises as well, right? That second one, timing this brow raise with the hand right there. That last one. They come together. All right, cool. And just what does this brow raise feel like to you? Does this feel cold and dismissive? Or does this feel warm and inviting? This is a warm brow raise. It comes, he holds. It comes, he holds. All right. Let's keep going. Here we've got some pointed toggling. So some of you did get his perception axis wrong. Let's just look at where he looks. Where are the eyes going? They're off to the side. They're here, somewhere here, back here, and to the center. Off, center, over here, back, and back. They have their favorite places. He's just got 3 places. 1, okay, maybe like 3.5, kind of 2. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. He's really just looking between these 3 separate places. And these head shakes, I imagine this is the kind of thing that maybe you guys were being confused by. Maybe you thought this was TE, maybe you thought this was turbulence. This is not turbulence. This is not turbulence. One thing we can do is we can just track the chin. So as we're tracking the chin, it doesn't really have a chaotic trace. It was here, a little back and forth and forward. Here, little back and forth and forward. It follows pretty linear paths. Pretty linear paths. This sort of back and forth, you'll see this. You'll see this with FE users. This right here. This little sustained back and forth. Don't get fooled by this. Don't get fooled by this. This does not feel cold. This does not feel snippy. This does not feel dismissive. And there is a little bit of halting here, right there. Here at the beginning. Right here, he's getting halted. All right, cool. Let's keep going. Here, yeah, there's a little bit more pointed toggling. There's this micro frown right there. Right there. Now I'm calling this a measured micro frown. This is the kind of thing we get out of FE. And here, let's just skip to another one right here. Right there. This one's sustained for a little bit longer. It's not quite as micro. Yeah, see that? It's symmetrical. It's symmetrical. This little frown, right? This is a piece of information he's giving to the audience. He's deliberately conveying information here. This is coordinated. This is a coordinated type of gesticulation. I mean, I guess you can call it okay, I shouldn't use the word gesticulation, but whatever. Coordinated emote. All right, all right. Back here, yeah, whatever. You guys did fine with his perception, right? We're seeing the eyes leading the head, leading the body. Eyes lead the head, body follows. Eyes lead the head back, but head follows, body follows. Eyes, head, body, eyes, head, body. This is very quick. It's probably best to slow something like this down to really see the order of operations here. But eyes, head, body, eyes, head, body. The body is getting dragged around by the eyes. All right, cool. And this is zygomatic. This is zygomatic. Look at how slowly this rises as well. Do you see how slow that smile creeps across the face? That's slow. That's warm. That's warm. And we're seeing the direction of it. It's coming toward the ears, coming toward the ear. This is zygomatic pulling. This is zygomatic pulling. That's symmetric. That's symmetric. All right. Let's keep going. Here, we do have some JI in his meticulous hand here. And he's also getting halted. Right there. Right there. Right there. And it ends in this forward gesticulation. We've got some JE in there. All right, cool. Cool. He's got some JI. He's got a fair amount of JI. And here we see that again. He's doing a different meticulous thing. He's doing, whatever this is with like the two index fingers and thumbs sort of interlacing. Ending with a forward gesticulation, but it is fluid. Look at how it comes out and then it goes back. It doesn't just come and hit. It comes out, it goes back. Comes out, it goes back. There's no hit. Also pictured here is a little bit of PI here. Okay, cool. He's drifting off. He's drifting off. So what have we got here? We've got SENI with the pointed toggles. We've got FETI. We saw a lot of warm gesticulation. We saw a lot of warm smiling. We've got a beta, right? And yeah, you guys did fine. He is certainly PE lead. All right, cool. We've got a PE lead beta. Awesome. Awesome. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Here we go. we've got our foreign person of the week, Daniela Boss. What do we see here? Well, we've got this rigidity to her. This is really what's overarching in Daniela Boss, is this rigidity. Now, let's see. You guys thought that she was, this, that, and the other thing. I think the only thing that people consistently got was that she was FITE. So here, she does some pantomiming. This, I know this is not in the codifier, CT codifier, but this is what I'm calling a pantomime. She's pantomiming here. She does a bit of this. She's got some PE, to be sure, but just other than her pantomimes, her shoulders really stay right there. Yeah, sure. Here, she's shrugging. She does these shrugs up and down, but the spine isn't actually moving, right? The shoulders aren't moving laterally. There's some shrugs in there. She's got some JE, but the spine stays still. Here in the pantomime, the spine did not stay still. But let's keep going. Let's see how still that spine is. Even after that head shake, that seems to kind of want to shake everything. The shoulders just remember where they go. They go right back here. The spine goes right back here. Here we've got another pantomime. Even in this pantomime, the shoulders don't move that much. They keep coming back. I know she has this, this Spanish flair to her with plenty of gesticulations. But even despite these, they don't stay that far from the body for very long. This comes out away from the body and goes back. Out away from the body and comes back. And again, the spine is staying right here. The shoulders are staying right here. There's some movement, especially this shoulder, but it ends up remembering where home is. These come right back home. Right back home. And it's not like she's even sitting with her back against the chair, right? No, there's plenty of opportunity for her body to be shifting around. It's not. This is a J lead. This is a J lead. Here we go. We've got what CT calls exerting pushing. It's like JE that can't get that far away from the body. A little bit of JE. Oh, sorry, I got to come back. Little JE, and it comes back. And you'll note this is also hitting. Hit. Stays right here. Hit. All right, cool. Let's stop just looking at her spine. We also see that as she toggles here, and the head moves with the eyes, and the head moves with the eyes. Head moves with the eyes, head moves with the eyes. These are eye-head parallel motions. This is an SENI signal. Eye-head parallel down here, up there. I know over here, the head doesn't move all the way where the eyes go. That's because she's not a P lead, but the head is still moving at the same time. It doesn't lag. The head doesn't lag behind the eyes when it moves with them, even if it doesn't go all the way. And where are her eyes going? Okay, they go one point of interest there, one point of interest there. Here we have a perk up, just to really see the qualia of her perk up. Boom, boom, right? It's kind of amped thing. I guess, CT just uses the word amped. Sure, this is amped. Just for good measure. But right, let's keep going. Let's keep looking at her perception. It seemed that her perception was really confusing people. Here, I think we already looked at that one. Right, so she does do some pantomiming, right? What CT might call NE parodies, but to be sure, both perception axes pantomime, right? She toggles off here, toggles here. Wait, we've got some other toggles here. Here we got some toggling. Looks off to the side back, over here. Off to the side, back, and over here. Right? This is all lateral. This is all horizontal. This is all staying on the horizontal plane with a couple favorite points. And I know that all the gifts I got for her are all from that same video. It was just really hard to find good videos of her where there were not cuts every couple seconds. So all right, settled with just this one. But all right, cool. We've got the rigidity. We've got a lot of JI. We've got SENI. We've got FITE. I think everyone did well with FITE, though I do have in the GIFs here, especially right here, before and after this pantomime, we are seeing some nasolabial pulling right there. And after the pantomime, a little more right there. It's kind of hard to see here. This is not very close, but it is more on the left than on the right. Right, do you see this? This nasolabial pulling, making the mouth form this asymmetrical shape. Emphasis to the left, our left, her right. All right, cool. So we've got a gamma, and she is also a JI lead gamma. So far we've had 2 of those. Yeah, don't I don't know, don't think that I'm doing like one of each or something. I'm not. Whatever. All right, we got 2 of those. All right, let's do the last one. Hamilton Morris, Mr. Hamilton Morris. Now, if what you did was you went over to a picture of Hamilton and you looked at his eyes and you said, my God, this is just the poster boy of hypnotic eyes. Yeah, okay, I guess, but no, we're not doing this. We're not looking at stills. This is not how it's done. Okay, this is not how it's done. We're not doing that. Okay. Now, if you thought Hamilton was a PE lead, don't feel bad. Don't feel so bad. He has some really weird perception axis stuff going on. Here we see a very typical mode for Hamilton. He's toggling around a ton. He's also, you can't hear him because it's a GIF, it's a modern day silent movie. But he is speaking with this unbroken monotone, right? This is really what we get a ton with Hamilton. Toggling all over the place and speaking in this monotone. Now, just because he toggles a lot does not make him a PE lead. I know this is really confusing because one of the big signals for conductors is supposed to be how steady their eyes are. Now, we'll see some other conductorness from Hamilton, but let's just appreciate for a moment what his eyes are doing. They jump here, they jump there, they jump here, they jump there. He disengages down at the end there, right there. Here, there, here, there. A lot of toggling. But we really never see perk ups from him. We really hardly ever see lateral swaying from him. Predominantly, the only PE signal we get out of him is toggling, but we get a ton of it. Really weird, really confusing. Don't feel bad if you thought he was PE lead. Do feel bad if you thought he was a J lead. Absolutely feel bad if you thought he was a J lead. Here we see a diagonal drift, sustained for a bit. Here we see a lot of shit going on. I mean, this is a lot. If we try to look at where his spine and shoulders are, it's not like there's a ton of fluidity. It's not like he is going all over the place, but look, his spine and shoulders have some give to them. Give over here, give over there. See it one more time. Give over there, give over there. Little give here. It's small. It's a small amount of give. This is typical of PI leads. This is typical of a PI lead. He's got this clear and concise articulation, not that we can hear it. He's got this angular gesticulation that's hitting, hit, hit, hit. He ends up getting locked up a little bit right here. And all the while, he is toggling a lot. There's a lot going on here, a lot. Really cool GIF. All right. Now he does display this sort of forwardness. Look at him really leaning into what he's saying. This is the kind of conductor forwardness that we're looking for conductors. Now, he's also got some head turbulence going on, right? Bam, bam. This is not warm. This is not warm, okay? This is a little snippy. This is a little turbulent. He's also got this angular gesticulation, though he is fluid, right? We see him moving around fluidly. This is what we get a lot of from Hamilton. Here, we've got a great GIF displaying his smile. Right, so here, right there, you can see his lip curl. Right there. Oh, that's so great. Oh, that's so cool. And what happens right before he smiles? Bam, bam. That's that head turbulence. Bam, bam. Here, we have a very clear sample of his judgment axis. This, by the way, this is a dimple. Don't be fooled by this. This is not the curtain effect. Okay, this is a dimple. Some people just have dimples. That's just an abnormality of some people. No offense, Hamilton. That's not the curtain effect, okay? If you thought this, it's not. Finally, we've got, really Hamilton at his most fluid, toggling around a ton, toggling with the head going and the swaying. You get a bit of this from Hamilton. Really confusing perception axis, really weird, ton of toggling. Just because he toggles so much does not mean these are brushstroke toggles. Here we see that his head is moving with the eyes. This is the eye-head parallel motion that we're talking about. The head goes right with the eyes. Head goes right with the eyes. This is an SE-NI signal. And what we'll see with his toggles, where are they? What we'll see with his toggles is that they are restricted to the horizontal plane. They have their favorite points. They're not going, up and down and all around. I know here he's doing a little bit of stuff down here. We would call this a diagonal drift. Right, we would call this a diagonal drift. But his toggles really do end up staying on the horizontal plane. So really weird sample here. But all right, he is on the SE-NI axis. He is on the TEFI axis. He is a PI lead. We've got a PI lead gamma. All right, there you have it. There's your answers for last week. This week, we'll be looking at Reggie Watts, Amy Goodman, Sacha Baron Cohen, and Jungwoo. Reggie Watts is a musician and comedian. He leads the house band for The Late Late Show with James Corden and used to co-star on Comedy Bang Bang. Disruptive and confusing, his performances shake us up and defy all expectation. Amy Goodman is the host of Democracy Now! And has a long career of investigative journalism. She's risked her life to report on international events, including dictatorships, massacres, and more. She's received too many awards for me to mention here. At age 64, she's not going anywhere. Sacha Baron Cohen has put himself in danger for similar sorts of investigations, if you want to call them that. You may recognize him as Borat, Bruno, or Ali G. He's been in movies from Les Mis to Luca. Whether he's inciting riots or beating defamation lawsuits, it seems like his all too real characters can't stop bringing trouble wherever they go. 전중국님은 대한민국의 싱어송라이터이다. BTS에서 그를 보았을 같습니다. 이번 주에 그는 우리의 외국인입니다. 외국인이라는 단어가 한국인에게 걱정될 수 있는지 모르겠습니다. You are encouraged to find as many videos of these people as you can. Probably interview style videos are better than others. Some of these people may have videos where they are in character, and you probably won't want to use those videos. If anyone just ends up leaving partial answers, maybe you couldn't figure out one of their function axes, maybe you couldn't figure out they're leaving energetic, that's fine as well. And with regard to the solutions to last time's samples, really, if anyone wants to challenge those typings, feel free. That's totally open. Not trying to put the clamp down on it like no challenge is possible. So certainly open to that. All right, cool. Good luck, and I'll see you next week.